Look at that bird there. It's amazing, isn't it? It's done all those manoeuvres. It's so silent and graceful. People want to tell you that evolved. That was a evolutionary process taking place over millions of years. That bird flapping around like that, flying gracefully and silently. What's he looking for, I wonder? Look at that blooming swan with his head stuck right there. He's feeding off the bottom of the river. What are you finding down there, I wonder? Another one coming here, look. There must be some sort of feeding ground here, look. There must be little fishes and stuff in there, wouldn't there be? Little fishes like. I can't see none. I can see a bottle down there. Probably a fisher person left that bottle down there, I would think. Look at the steam rising up there. Look. It ain't steam, it's mist, isn't it? It's like water vapour. It's condensation, like. No traffic control there, and see they got their way through there, no problems. We can learn a thing or two from the ducks, can't we? And the swans. Right, now I gotta get going. There's loads to do, isn't there? I don't know, they're talking about these people were on long-term sick, or doctors giving out sick notes, like, yeah? And they were saying, like, there's about couple and 2.5 million people in this country. 2.5 million, that's the size of some countries. People who are on sort of like incapacity benefits or sickness benefits, or I don't know what kind of benefits, unemployment benefits. Now it's great to have a safety system like that. And let's see if I can get out here without blooming getting dog poo. There's that bread again, look. Great to have a safety system, isn't it, to protect people and look after people when they fall on hard times, like, you know, people sitting in the streets begging. Mind you, we've got them here anyway. You don't want beggars on your streets, people totally destitute, right? You know, I'm all for helping people. I done a little concert the other day, a little performance trying to help homeless people. I don't like to see homeless people, particularly when it's cold and wet and like. We can all fall on hard time from time to time. Now, I've been helped out myself in the past, so I ain't going to complain. But then you got these blooming people who are generation after generation, they just produce nothing but babies that don't work. Babies who never are going to work. Because they never work. Parents that produce them, like. And what I'm saying is, yeah, let's have a welfare system. Support people who fall on hard times, but this kind of wholesale, 2.5 million people abuse thing, not all of them abusing people, some people are disabled. You know, they're never ever going to be able to do, you know, a full-time productive job that's going to... That was nice this morning, don't it? The sun's coming up, it's a bit misty, isn't it? It's really nice, I like it. I live here, you know. Yeah, they're never going to be able to produce enough, do enough work to earn enough to pay their bills for their housing and whatnot. So they're going to need help if they're going to be able to survive, like. But it's gone totally blooming overboard, hasn't it? You've got people that are complaining and they've not got enough money to live on, and they ain't. If you're on benefits, you don't have enough money to live high on the hog, which is what most people want to do. They want to live like kings, don't they? They understand if they've got a roof over their head and something to eat, they're blooming luckier than half the world who don't have that. Half the world, I might be underestimating it there. It's about 1 billion people in the world. Now I know there's 7 billion of us now. There's a lot of us now. There's about 7 billion people in, there's 7 billion people in the world now, but there's about 1 billion who blooming starving. They ain't got enough food to eat. They're malnourished. They're blooming got no proper clothes. TV. That's the bane of our Western society, and the blooming television. All these people that's not doing nothing most of the day, they're sitting on their blooming sofas. There used to be a sofa out here as well. Watching the blooming daytime television, what a lot of puerile diarrhea that is that comes out of that blooming box. That's why I've cut mine off. Mind you, I've watched my neighbours one. I tend to watch the news. I don't know what's happening in the world. And what's happening is, they're finding out, we can't afford to keep blooming people on benefits for generation after generation, and have foreign workers coming in, do the work that they should be doing. Yeah, the people that's on benefits, or could be doing, a lot of them. See, what I'm saying is there's some real cases where they're never going to be able to work. Look at that bush over there. But those cases, you know, it's not 2.5 million of them. Yeah, maybe there's 500,000 of them. Maybe 500,000 genuine cases. People who really need that help and support, and, you know, we're a caring, democratic society. We like to give that kind of help, don't we? But then the other 2 million, they're blooming malingerers. A lot of the time. Not all the time, but some of the time. A lot of the time. Yeah. Oh, there's little rose in here. Look at that one. It's a beauty, that. Oh, I won't pick that. That'd be selfish, that would. Lovely. So, you know, we can't afford to pay for it. The country's blooming bankrupt. Someone said on the radio the other day, we went borrowing about blooming 180 million quid a day to pay off our debts, just to pay off the interest on our debts. Like, no, dog poo. So we got to put these people back to work. We got to stop funding these blooming wastrel lifestyles. You can't. I already said you've not got enough money to live on when you're on benefits. Not about the point of that is to encourage people not to stay on benefits, but the economy's so much up the spout. I mean, old Europe, the Eurozone's up the total spout. But you're never going to produce jobs for all these people. Certainly not if you let a blooming million foreigners come in and do the work that they could be doing. You're not going to produce jobs for them. And if you have these liberalised labour employment laws, let the blooming employers do what they like, they're never going to earn a living doing that anyway. So a lot of those people ain't going to come off benefits when they know they're going to blooming starve working their blooming selves to death trying to pay their bills. They're not going to do it. So it's not just the fault of the people that's on the benefits, is it? The benefit system itself's a load of... I mean, the employment system, the economic system, the blooming fat cats paying themselves hand over fist when they've wrecked the economy. Then, not only that, the government, who, most of them who are non-executive directors on these big companies. You know, there was that thing about this arms purchasing thing that shot up from sort of like 100 million from the MOD. In fact, I think it was less than 100 million. To 500 million quid they spent last year or something. 500 million quid on external advisors or something. Well, a lot of them people are going to be blooming politicians, I'll tell you. On the companies, non-executive directors and whatnot, taking blooming kickbacks. That's all it is. Not much difference between that and receiving a blooming brown envelope. Look at that, there. Then you've got blooming the Trade and Industry Secretary. Is that his name? Vince Cable. Vince Cable done for not paying his blooming VAT. Well, that tells it all, doesn't it, I feel. So that's what the problem is. The blooming government needs to lead, the blooming leaders, the Queen herself, they need to lead by example, don't they? They need to blooming lead by example. And the example they give is that they're blooming well ripping us off. Higher. So that's why we got the problems we've got, and we ain't going to get rid of the problems till we get some proper leadership. They talk about Africa not having the right type of blooming leadership, having corrupt government or whatever. You want to look at yourselves. Yeah. We want to look at ourselves. Hey, this looks lovely. Look at that. Look at that. That's lovely. Now, we can't have a bonfire here because it's going to set this tree alight. I like to look at that. I like it. I was up this tree when that happened there. Look at that. Someone came along here the other day. They chopped all this branch. It was all down here. They chopped it all off. Took it with them. Hold on a minute.